Budget phones are no longer just about good cameras and decent battery life. Now we are getting real AI features that can actually improve our everyday experience, and that's exactly what Tecno is pushing with the Tecno Camon 40. They've packed this phone with AI tools that range from actually useful tools to, well, kinda gimmicky. But is this phone worth your money? Let's break it all down. Now, before we dive in, here's something fun we can do. Just drop a comment below and tell me what's your most used smartphone feature. Is it the camera, battery life, gaming performance, or something else? I really want to know. So, while you are down there, please click on the subscribe button. Yes, we are trying to reach 100,000 subscribers this year, please, so that they don't take me to the village. So Tecno is doing what they do best, that is changing the design, right? Now this time we've got a plastic back instead of glass, which honestly helps with durability. Now the Galaxy black color I have here looks quite clean and the phone feels solid in the hand. Now one thing I noticed right away is the new dedicated one tap button. It's designed to give you quick access to the camera, but you can remap it to do other things, which is a nice touch. Now the phone still has a hybrid SIM tray, meaning you can use 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card for extra storage. I know some people prefer having both, but at this price point, this is a fair trade-off. Also, Tecno has kept the dual speakers and they actually sound really good. And yes, an infrared sensor is included, so you can use this phone as a remote for your electronics. Now let's talk about the display. We've got a 6.78-inch AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and 1080p resolution. Now Tecno didn't really change anything from last year, but honestly they didn't need to, right? It's bright, it's sharp, it's smooth, and yes, for outdoor visibility, it is great. So you won't have to struggle under direct sunlight. Now, if you love watching content or scrolling through social media, this display is a win. For camera lovers, this part is for you. The Camon 40 comes with a 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization and an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. Now, they've removed the depth sensor this year, and honestly, I'm fine with that. Now, depth sensors are mostly for portrait mode, and software is good enough to handle that now. Now, photos are actually solid, good details, nice colors, and the OIS really helps stabilize shots. Now, video maxes out at 2K, which is decent, and stabilization is noticeable. But let's be real, right? Night photography isn't the best. You get noise in low light shots, so stick with well-lit environments for the best results. Now the front camera though has been downgraded from 50 megapixel to 32 megapixel. Does it make a difference? Honestly, not that much. So selfies still look good and portrait mode does a nice job with background blur. In my upcoming comparison videos, we'll see how this camera stacks up against other devices. So you want to make sure you are subscribed for that. Now let's talk about AI, because Tecno is going all in. Some of these features are pretty cool, like Magic Eraser, which lets you remove unwanted objects from photos, and AI Extender, which expands your image without losing quality. There's also AI call transcription, which can translate calls in real time. That's a huge deal if you interact with people who speak different languages. Then there's Flash Snap, a feature that helps you capture fast-moving moments with better clarity. Now, Tecno made a big deal out of this, and I tested it extensively. It's not perfect, but in certain situations, it does improve image sharpness. The only downside is a lot of these AI features require internet connection because Tecno's AI runs on the cloud. Now, performance-wise, Tecno made a slight upgrade from the Helio G99 Ultimate to the Helio G100 Ultimate. So in daily use, you won't notice much of a difference. Apps open quickly, multitasking is smooth, and basic tasks run just fine. But if you are into heavy gaming, keep your expectations in check. Games like Call of Duty will run well at medium setting, but if you push the graphics too high, you might experience frame drops. So if gaming is your priority, you might want to look at other options. Now the Camon 40 comes with the Android 15 and iOS 15. Some noticeable changes include a redesigned quick setting panel and AI-powered wallpapers. Multitasking is improved with floating windows and split screen mode. and there's also a side panel for quick app access. Now, the default voice assistant is Ella, but sometimes I prefer using Google Gemini. It's actually more responsive in my own case. Now, Tecno has actually confirmed that this phone will receive at least 3 years of software updates. So you want to be looking out for that. Now, battery life has seen a small improvement going from 5000 mAh to 5200 mAh. Now, in real world use, I got close to about 7 hours of on-screen time, which is solid. Charging though is where we see a bit of downgrade. Last year's Camon 30 had a 70-watt charger. This year we are getting a 45 watt. It still charges fairly fast. I mean, talking about 90 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. Now, but if you were expecting faster charging, this might be a letdown. Should you buy the Tecno Camon 40? Now see, if you're using the Tecno Camon 30, the upgrades are not massive, right? So you might not feel the need to switch. But if you're coming from an older device and want a phone with AI features, good battery life, and solid display, this is a strong option in the budget range. Just keep in mind that the performance isn't a major leap, right? And AI features require an internet connection to work properly. So that's my full review. Now let's continue the conversation. What's your favorite AI feature in a smartphone? Would you use the magic eraser or AI call transcription more? Let me know in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any upcoming comparison that I'll be doing with this device. And yes, thanks for watching. I am Eugene, and this is Brandon Lux.